I would love to sit up here and tell you guys I'm a rocket scientist, I'm a genius, but I'm not. It's common sense. This right here is why the Dallas Mavericks traded Luka for Anthony Davis. And this is not some secret information. Your boy Matt doesn't have the Krabby Patty secret formula. No, relatively common knowledge. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hope all of you having a great start to your week. Hope all of you having a great Monday. If not, hope this video can make it a little bit better. Man, oh man, we got to talk about something that has set the sports world on fire. We got the Anthony Davis and Luka Doncic trade. First things first, let me address this. Am I a little late to talk about this? Yeah, kind of, and I have a good reason for it. I originally wasn't going to talk about it. But you guys have been blowing me up in the YouTube comment section, Twitter comment section. I've even had people DMing me on Instagram saying, yo, Matt, when are you going to talk about the Luka and AD trade? I'm not going to lie, I was kind of shocked to see that y'all wanted to hear my opinion on this situation. Not because I don't love basketball, I love it to death. It's more so of we don't really talk about the NBA. But we're going to talk about it today. I'm really excited to get into this video. We're not doing no intro, none of that. I don't got time to waste. You don't got time to waste either. We're getting straight into it. You know what we're about to talk about? It happened late on my Saturday night. I guess technically it was on Sunday morning for some people. Close to midnight, we'll just say around that time, area, and frame. The breaking news came out that Anthony Davis, he's being traded for Luka Doncic from the Dallas Mavericks. There's many places we could start with this, and by this point in time, I've already seen all the casuals out there in the world giving their 2 cents, and they just don't know what's going on. I'm not one to give you my whole resume before talking about something, but I already know everybody in the comments is going to go crazy when I get into what I'm about to get into. So before I even get into it, let me enlighten you on something, buddy. Your boy Matt knows ball. More importantly, I know basketball. Played at a high level. I played against NBA players. I scored over 1,000 career points. I'm not going to sit up here and list off all the current NBA players I played with or against, whether that be in AAU, high school, etc., etc. But I want y'all to know something. There's a game within the game. Basketball is not a complicated sport. However, there's much more to this game than just putting the ball in the hoop. When I first heard this news that AD is going to the Mavericks, Luka's going to the Lakers, I had the same reaction as everybody else. Wait, what? What's going on? I mean, why would either side do this, especially at this point in the season? It was just extremely shocking within those first couple of hours. But then you started to look at things. Then you started to dissect them. And I'm actually shocked at the amount of people that believe the Lakers have won this trade and the Mavericks have lost it. Let me explain. Let me say this before I go any farther. I'm not here to argue whether or not the Mavericks should have treated Luka Doncic, their star and franchise player, like this. That's not what this video is about. Did they do Luka dirty? Did they do him the wrong way? Sure, whatever. But guess what? This is business. You do understand, right? The GM is the owner of the team, and his employees, it's not even a weird way to look at it, it's reality. His employees are the players. So, yeah, he can fire one of them today if he wants to. Not saying I agree with it, but this happens in the business world. They make changes all the time, and some big and notable changes like this one. Continuing along here, though, I'm having a hard time comprehending why others can't see this the way I'm seeing it. I want y'all to think about something. Everybody's talking about Luka. Well, why don't we talk about AD? He is currently in his prime, and he is one of the best defenders in all the NBA, and he's a great offensive weapon as well. Is Anthony Davis better than Luka? I know that's going to be a conversation some of y'all try to stir up in the comment section. I really think that's a fair comparison and argument because you're comparing a center with a guard. So, yeah, there is no comparison there. But I know what I can tell you, and it's who's more valuable to a championship contending team, and that's AD. Let me explain. How many 7-footers in the NBA are great on defense, great on offense, fast, lanky, or I say fast, you get what I'm saying. He's relatively quick for his size, can do a little bit of everything. Not many. On the flip side, how many 6'7" guards are there in the NBA that can give you roughly 30 points per game? Well, there's not that many either. But, and I have an astronomically big but, there's more of those than the centers like AD. I'm not comparing these guys, but have y'all seen Amen Thompson from the Houston Rockets? Guess what? 6'7", 200 pounds, one of the most athletic, not just NBA players, one of the most athletic people I've ever seen in my life. Is Amen Thompson as gifted as Doncic on the offensive side of the floor? Absolutely not. I'm not trying to compare them offensively. However, on the defensive side of the ball, Amen Thompson is 7 times the defender that Luka is. Here's where I'm going at with this. With other centers in this league, you can't point at them and go, okay, on the offensive side of the ball, they're better than Anthony Davis, or on the defensive side of the ball, they're way better than Anthony Davis. You can't do it. Anthony Davis is a unicorn and a game changer, and defensively, he just changes everything when he's out there. And I know y'all are so infatuated with who averages more points per game and how many points this team scores. I get it. Points, long three-pointers, flashy layups and dunks or cool and whatnot. But at the end of the day, defense wins championships. Never forget that. I'd love to sit up here and tell you guys I'm a rocket scientist, I'm a genius, but I'm not. It's common sense. This right here is why the Dallas Mavericks traded Luka for Anthony Davis. Luka, yeah, he's going to score 30 a game. Hey, clap it up, clap it up. A 30 burger. Who doesn't love a good old 30 burger? I know I do. However, unfortunately, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Yeah, Luka's going to give you that 30 burger, and that's nice and all, but on the defensive side of the ball, he's going to give up 40. Anthony Davis, he averages roughly 25 points per game. Let's just say he only gives you 20 a night with the Mavericks, so we're underdoing him. But here's the kicker with AD. He gives you 20 points per game, 10 rebounds. On the defense side of the floor, he's a monster. Luka's great and all, but according to the GM, this is another thing we need to talk about. He stated, his words not mine, they are built to win now. So if he believes that, then yes, absolutely, you should have went through with this trade. I can't emphasize this enough. I might be great. I'm not telling you the Mavericks are built to win now. That is what they're saying. And I would say, yeah, you got a better chance of winning a championship with Anthony Davis over Luka. We haven't talked about this too much up until this point in the video, so let's get into it. And it is one of the main focal points as to why I believe the Dallas Mavericks wound up trading Luka. And this is not some secret information. Your boy Matt doesn't have the Krabby Patty secret formula. No. Relatively common knowledge. There are some concerns with Luka maybe potentially being somewhat injury prone and also his weight. We've seen this with Zion Williamson. Is Williamson a bust? Absolutely not. However, it's hard to tell just how good he is and how great he can potentially be just due to the fact he hasn't played that much due to injuries, the weight, just everything going on with him. And it's looking like, or not looking like, but you get what I'm saying, kind of maybe looking like Luka could be heading down that same pathway. There is a narrative going around that Luka is quote-unquote out of shape. And I already know some people are going to say, Matt, why are you saying quote-unquote out of shape? Like, dude, have you seen him? He is out of shape. And no, I disagree. You need to realize and understand something. These NFL athletes and NBA athletes, they are ripped, toned, and built, okay? So when you see somebody like Luka, who's not necessarily built like them, ripped, toned, got rock-hard abs, you're like, oh, yeah, that guy, he's out of shape. When in reality, no, he's just a normal-looking dude. With that being said, though, I'll give you benefit of the doubt. Let's say Luka's out of shape. Well, here's the concerning part about this. Luka's out of shape, and he's been dominating the league, so what would happen if he got in shape? Let's talk about that. You mean to tell me Luka's been out of shape and he's doing this? Whew! I'd hate to see what happened if he actually locked in. I think this is more of a, hey, Luka's a liability on defense. We don't want to pay him the supermax, and we think AD can help us win a championship, more so of, yeah, well, Luka, he's out of shape. I don't think that weighed into this too much. Ironically enough, I said weighed into this too much, and we're talking about weight. LOL, you get what I'm saying. Not much more to say other than that. I think the Mavericks won the trade due to Luka not being a good defensive player, and Anthony Davis, he's in his prime. And when Anthony Davis is out there, he's one of the best in the game. There's no questions about that. As far as it goes for the Lakers, it's an odd one if you got to ask me, because now you got, okay, so you already have Austin Reeves, right? Dalton Connect, LeBron James, and Luka Doncic. I know they're not done trading. They're going to get a center. I mean, at this point, they got to get one, if not two. I don't know what the Lakers are going to do, but at the end of the day, they got LeBron James. They're going to be just fine. I'm curious. Let me know your thoughts on this down below. But